Hey everybody, welcome back. Today we are in Steamboat State Park, which is up near Grand Coulee. It's on Banks Lake, and this is a big park. Lots of camping here, and lake access, so it's pretty nice. We're going to take a walk around here and drive around because it's so big. I don't think I could walk the whole thing. Anyway, stick with us. Thanks for watching. So, that up there is Steamboat Rock. And it sticks out kind of like a little island out in Banks Lake, which is over there. And also Banks Lake runs over here a little bit. And there's land connecting to the highway, which is way over there, kind of against that side of the coulee. Guard station's over there. We came in there late yesterday. Well, not too late. Mid-afternoon yesterday. And they were operating the welcome ranger station, giving us all kinds of nice information. Very good customer service over there. It's about 3 miles out, I'd say, from the highway, which is way over there. There's 4 different campgrounds here. This is one. There's one there, and then on down, and then there's a day use area down that way. These are all built on a circle structure. There's like 4 or 5 circles in here, which gives the spots lots of room. So yeah, like I said, these are all on circles here. They've got, in the circles, they've got the RV spots. And then on these little side roads, they have the tent spots. Each one of the RV spots also has a tent pad. That one over there is a little different structure. It's more of a traditional drive-through loop with some pull-throughs, that kind of thing. And we'll drive through that later. So, it's a nice morning here. This is a Monday morning, early May 2025. Yesterday, it's pretty good wind yesterday, but it was still kind of warm. And today, this morning, it's nice and calm. It's supposed to get up to the mid 60s or upper 60s today. So this campground here, Cove, this section, it's got one restroom for the whole little campground, and it's right here. So, and the lake's down there. The people that are near us down here in this loop got here yesterday with a boat, splashed their boat down at the day use area where the boat ramp is, and then drove it over here and beached it. So anyway, there's a nice beach all along over here. So this being Eastern Washington, it gets quite warm here in the summertime. But this is a fairly mature park, so you can see the trees. It's been here a while. Nice mature trees, but not a lot of them. So these here are the tent spots you can see going into the loop. And they've got spots for 2 places to park, and then a big gravel pad for tents. You can see over here, these people are tenting. So this one here has that loop up there, that loop, and that loop. So 4 loops here. looks like each one of these circles has its own dumpster and recycling bin. There's lots of birds and here, and last night there was a couple of wild turkeys wandered through, which was kind of interesting. They run the sprinklers here early in the morning. So these spots in here do have 50 amp power, as well as 30 amp and 120. So there's where our spot is, and you can see how much room they have. So that's our picnic table and fire pit. So there's lots of rooms between the spots, which is really nice. So we're gonna wander down here and look at the beach. So we're gonna wander down here and look at the beach. Oh, so here's our tent pad if we had extra guests and needed to tent. And one thing they tell you when you come in here is to keep your wheels, keep your tires and your tent off the grass. Here's the lake. Here's where people are beaching their boats. Here's where people are beaching their boats. And yesterday, when we came down here, this sand up here was all wet. So they've dropped the lake a little bit. So Banks Lake is a huge man-made lake that it's dammed up down at the south end at, I think it's Coulee City. And this coulee is formed by an ancient flood. And so when they built Grand Coulee, which is up there and around the corner, they decided to use this as a lake. And this is actually higher than Grand Coulee, so at night they pump the water up from behind the dam. When there's less electricity being used, so they use that electricity to pump the water into this lake. At least that's what I've been told. If I got any of that wrong, leave me a comment. But yeah. So this is Banks Lake. Oh, and that over there, which we'll go drive through, is the day's way down there. So the majority of the lake goes out and around the other side of Steamboat Rock. And it's about, I don't know, I want to say it's about 20 miles long. So it's pretty nice here. Okay, so more when we get in the car. So this must be a newer section, because there's little trees here. So it's not very old, I don't think. Those daisies over there we've seen wild all over eastern Washington. So these are all water, sewer, or electric. So Banks Lake is primarily a fishing lake for recreation-wise, and after doing some research, so not only do they pump water up into the lake at night, but if they need to generate more power, they will turn it around and take water out of the lake, and the pumps act as generators. Interesting fact. So also, there is a trail that goes up to the top of Steamboat Rock that you can take. Right there in front of us is Steamboat Rock. Anyway, this is a really great state park. Camping fees are reasonable. I think ours was $35 for a full hookup per night. I didn't have to get too far in advance to get here during the week, so that was nice. Anyway, so yeah, this is the fourth campground loop. And there's another loop over there. Now we're gonna go on down to the day use. Okay, so here we are at the day use. This is all for the boat ramp. And I think there's picnic areas. I'm going the wrong way. So that over there is play area and picnic area. Okay, so that's Steamboat Rock State Park.